Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the LI Sports Network. We got a little bit of different view here for you today and a little bit of a different greeting. Obviously, not the same good evening that I am used to delivering, but it is a little bit of matinee hockey here in the Kiwanis Ice Arena in Saugerties, New York. As live on the LI Sports Network, we are ready to kick off the New York State Amateur Hockey Association tournament. We open up with game one, a rematch of the finals from just a week ago. St. Anthony's East Islip that saw the Ice Friars claim their second consecutive Suffolk County High School Hockey League title. East Islip now looks for revenge and to start off the tournament on the right foot. St. Anthony's comes into this game 19-6 in the regular season, or in the Suffolk County season, excuse me, postseason included, 39 points. This is obviously a rematch, as I just said. They defeated East Islip 2-1 in 3 games. In the finals series, they won game 1 3-2, lost 4-3 in overtime, and then clinched the championship with a 6-2 victory a week ago on Saturday. St. Anthony's is also the defending New York State champions. Going to look to start their journey to back-to-back state titles off on the right foot here tonight against a well-dressed and clean-looking East Islip team. St. Anthony's plays a phenomenal possession hockey style of game. They have to continue to clog the middle as well. They do not allow teams to enter the zone so easily. It is a big attribution for their success. Keep players at bay. Don't allow pucks to the net. And then their backstops and Ryan Burhart and TJ Olmschneider have been phenomenal all season. And that's going to be the big question, is who gets the start? Is it going to be Ryan Burhart? Is it going to be TJ Olmschneider? Both of them. Stellar seasons so far. Olmschneider, 13 starts, a 1.94 goals against average, just 26 goals, 3 shutouts in over 600 minutes. Burhart, 2.75 goals against in 12 starts, 32 goals against. He pitched 2 shutouts in 520 minutes. Nicholas DeAndrea put up 16 points in the playoffs, 7 points in the series final to help St. Anthony's clinch that back-to-back championship. Look for him to continue his hot streak after a little vacation to Aruba. So we'll see if that rest did him well. On the other side, their opposition in some phenomenal red jerseys. East Islip, the regular season champs, the 1 seed of the playoffs. They went 18-5-2 in the Suffolk County season, 38 points. They still own the season series over St. Anthony's 3-2, despite losing that final series. East Islip's gonna have to put up more than 2 goals if they want to have success against these Ice Friars. Put up 2 goals in the 2 games that they lost. That's the key to success. A low-scoring, close contest favors St. Anthony's. I like East Islip in a high-scoring shootout. The teams can get physical. They can play fast. East Islip certainly has the speed and the ability to score on the fast break. They got to clear the front as well. Help out Brody Dixon. Help out Corey McGovern. They played well this season. Dixon, 17 starts, 2.25 goals against, 2 shutouts. One of the best goaltenders in all of Suffolk County, played every game in the postseason for East Islip. Just needs a little help in front of the net. Make St. Anthony shoot it from out high. Not a lot of goals let up from Dixon if he can see the puck. They also have to stay out of the box. Taking over 300 penalty minutes this season has East Islip. So going on the power play will benefit them more than being on the penalty kill. St. Anthony's has a really good power play. And to round it out, Anthony Pepe scored 10 goals in the postseason. Look for him to keep the hot hand going for East Islip. So to be DeAndrea Pepe, the players to watch. We'll look to see the goaltending decision. That's a little bit up in the air, but we're almost ready for hockey. Warm-up's almost done, so I'm going to step aside, take a short break. And when we come back, it's Chiefs, it's Ice Friars, it's game one of the New York State Amateur Hockey Association tournament live right here on the LI Sports Network. We honor our nation's anthem on the precipice of kicking off another New York State Amateur Hockey Association tournament to decide the 2022-2023 state champion. Once again, good afternoon, everybody. I am Dylan Flynn on behalf of the LI Sports Network. Triple header action for you today. Kick it off with St. Anthony's East Islip. It will be Brody Dixon against Ryan Burhart. The starters in net for each side. Starters on the ice for St. Anthony's: Jack DeLugos, Nicholas DeAndrea, Gavin Cada, backed by Damon Valente and Anthony Colavecchio. And on the other side for East Islip, it's going to be Thomas Ivers, Lucas Ferrazzi, Andrew Wurst, Jesse Burns, and Matthew Didaria. Thank you for spending your Friday afternoon with us. We are about set to go. And let's do it. We are underway in Saugerties, New York, inside the Kiwanis Ice Arena, live on the LI Sports Network. I am Dylan Flynn. East Islip St. Anthony's, a finals rematch. Opens up with East Islip controlling the puck. Ivers skating back behind his net, looking to cut up the near side. Dumps this one all the way down. Are we going to get an early icing? No, we are not. Valente going to have to play this. Ivers, hot on the puck, bumps into Valente, takes him down, pushes it off the apron just to the outside of the net. Is worst. Battling here with Anthony Colavecchio. Colavecchio moves it. Valente clears it out to center, hits off the skates there of Daddario. Pinballs back into St. Anthony's territory. Both teams will get a little bit of a change. DeAndrea streaks up the near side to the left circle, backhanding one on behind the net. To the corner. This one will be taken by Jack Mancini, backhanded towards the East Islip end. Kyle Jablonski halts progress on the attempted clear in by the Chiefs. Here's Brady Monteleone trying to let a shot go. That one blocked. Monteleone, 18 goals, 15 assists this season in Suffolk County. Here's Ryan Anatra trying to drag in. Anatra was not present in Game 3 for East Islip, the leading scorer, and one of 3 players this regular season to have 40-plus points. Picked up 44 points in total in his Suffolk County season, 24 goals, 20 assists. Here's a chance for Anatra, almost taking that one away from Mancini. Mancini able to corral, get it all the way down. It's going to see Lena tap it on for Slattery. He tried to bank it ahead. Pepe talked about he had 10 goals in the postseason just through 5 games, averaged 2 goals a game. Outstanding accomplishment there for Anthony Pepe. Going to look to keep it going as this one was driven towards the net by Thomas Colavecchio, re-put on, knocked away by Dixon. It comes out. Castiglione tried to knock it down and he couldn't. Here's Pepe, one-on-one. Pepe lost it, drifting on net. Never made it back to it, so Burhart will cover up and we'll get our first whistle of the hockey game. It's going to be important that East Islip chips in and plays the puck in the Ice Friar zone. Don't try to carry in. Chase after it. Use your physicality. Don't let St. Anthony's deploy their defensive schemes. And just take the puck away and move up the other end of the ice. They're going to get an icing call here, so the faceoff will come back. And on the other end, when shots come to Brody Dixon, he's got to control rebounds, get faceoffs, make St. Anthony's beat you on the draw. East Islip has to be handed. Win those faceoffs back. It's ever important to try and take the puck up the other way. We'll see if they've learned anything from their 3-game series a week ago. Face-off won by Greziak, away from Clark. Here it comes around. Alamia takes the bump there from Magaro. Clark looking for it, works its way back up to Christian Anatra, who will wind it around. Marizito lets it go. Burns tried to put it towards the net, off the leg of Sapoli, back in front. Clark shut down by Burhart on the doorstep. Here's Smith the other way. Crisscrossing to the right circle, lets a shot go that ricochets up out of play, and we get a whistle. Kiwanis Ice Arena has pretty even glass all the way around, something we're not totally accustomed to seeing. So puck's a little more likely to head out of play. Whereas a typical ice arena, you get a little higher higher glass towards the end boards to keep shots in. So we'll see how that plays. Players try to send tips lower rather than higher. East Islip, a little bit of a broken entry, was on sides, but St. Anthony's quickly clears, sending Dario back. Gavin Cada racing down, pins him up into the boards. Cada had a good run of scoring in the postseason, especially in the finals. Scored in the first 2 games, had a phenomenal season, 16 goals, 15 assists for Cada, 31 points. Really stellar on the power play as well, 3 goals, 3 assists on the man advantage. Dixon covered that one up, took a face-off. That's what we're going to look for out of Brody Dixon today. East Islip now trying to clear, cannot. Here's DeLugos from straight on, that one wide, and it bounced over the stick of DeAndre on the rebound. Now pinballs back in front, puck loose there, and Dixon dives on it to cover it up. So we'll get another face-off in the East Islip zone, this time to the left of Dixon. Again, tied up. Deandra centering this one to Dario. Had DeLugos tied up. Here's Farazi tossing a pass over, wanting to send Worst on his way. Farazi, another player that was missing from Game 3 of the finals. A welcome sight to be back. Both teams looking pretty fully rostered, not noticing anybody missing. Here's Farazi letting go, tipped in front, and it went along the goal line from Ivers. He couldn't finish it off. A great look there from Farazi. Ivers back door, just couldn't get the angle on it. So we get an icing here. Pepe, Thomas Colavecchio. To the left now of Ryan Burhart. Shots 3-2 in favor of St. Anthony's right now as it stands. Nealon touched on for Colavecchio. Anthony Colavecchio coming to his brother's aid. Guided this one back out to center. It gets turned around by East Islip. Colavecchio will head back, send over for his defensive partner Valente, who carrying up the far side around the circle, put it in front, and it got tipped wide. Here comes East Islip now, carrying back in. Slattery, Anatra, joined by Anthony Pepe. Plethora of good scorers on this East Islip team. Just got to get the offense set up. LJ Lena had a good postseason. Big standout player, had a couple goals, couple assists. 2 goals, 6 assists on the season. Brady Monteleone now. Both teams in a little bit of a change, guiding out high, trying to circle back, and Anatra steals it away. Sends himself ahead. Anatra lets it go, and it's turned aside by Burhart. Castiglione clears. Allows St. Anthony's to reset. It gets directed back in. Nicholas Alamia going to restart from behind his own net. Sent a stretch pass for Castiglione. Burns reaching, couldn't get there, so it's steered in. Christian Anatra crashing down. Guided over to Smith by Nealon. Tried to be put on net by St. Anthony's. That was Thomas Colavecchio. Didn't get enough on it, so East Islip now will come out of the zone. Marizito got the tip there. Icing is negated. Here's Greziak. Over to Alamia. Marizito steals this one away, walking to the middle of the ice, lost it. Alamia will clear this one all the way down. Banking, will it reach? Yes, it will, but icing is waved off here. Smith, right circle, tried to put it in front, blocked to the corner, picked up here. This is Lentini, banking it back up. Sapulli tried to let a one-time go, and he flubbed, and now 3-on-2 for East Islip, possibly the other way. But a nice play there by Sapulli on the back check to close that off. Pass over to Gavin Cada now. He'll walk into the middle of the ice, backhand, his shot off of Christian Anatra. This one directs out of play. So we just saw Alexander Greziak out on the ice. I spoke to Alexander Greziak's mother after the finals, congratulated her on claiming yet another Suffolk County High School Hockey League title, and she told me that his family has watch parties up in Canada, so shout out to the Greziak family. If you are watching up in Canada, we appreciate the support and the following. Nice to know that we are becoming an international company. Here's Joseph Penny trying to move that one around Dylan Cochran. He turned it around. Here's Cada again, trying to speed around the defense, putting this one off the side of the net. Left it there. DeLugos in search of it, got it away from Brody, put it off Dixon right in front, and it is finally cleared out away from harm. 10 minutes to go here, playing 17-minute periods in the New York State tournament, as opposed to the 15 minutes that we are used to in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. So I'm going to have to do a little more math. I believe it's 8.5 minutes now is the halfway point, so we'll see how good my math and my memory are, if I can remember to note when the halfway point of the period is. Here's Ivers now. 2-on-1 over Lafada, pushed it just wide of the post. Couple good chances involving Thomas Ivers. Both of them just narrowly missing the net. East Islip, though, with this Ivers line looking really good. First it was with Farazi, and now it's Lafada. Now Ivers again has that one cleared out. Stick broken. That was Burns. He let the shot go. His stick is snapped in half, so he has to get off. Or rather, he'll just get a new stick. As Worst takes a man down. Monteleone walking in off the bench, lets the shot go, gobbled up by Dixon, and we will take a look at a replay. I want to say maybe total of a foot have separated East Islip from a 2-0 lead. This one in front, Monteleone shot it high off the glass. Really good look there for number 6 in front. Here's Worst. Over the line with Ivers, dropping for Ivers, putting one towards Farazi. He couldn't take that in, tied up with Nealon. Ivers battling Anthony Colavecchio. He takes the bump from Andrew Worst. Is this one put in front? Ivers let go on a one-time. Fanned on the shot. Here's Monteleone. Moving it around Lena. Couldn't get around Burns. Got put into the scorer's table. Here's Farazi patiently waiting. Couple players going off for a change. Anthony Colavecchio over Monteleone, left circle, trying to put it in front. Shot got away, saved by Dixon. Here's Thomas Colavecchio letting that one go, tipped wide. Monteleone rebound pops to the side of the net, and Dixon will cover up. Here's a chance. That one turned on net. Dixon kicked it aside. Didn't know where it was. Luckily ended up below the goal line. Now DeLugo's putting one on net. That one deflected up out of play, and it was on net. Dixon made another save. Alamia from out high at the blue line, threw one towards the net. It ended up wide. Chasing it down here, DeLugos. Tying up with Slattery on the far side boards. Christian Inatra looking for it. Here's Ryan Inatra. Gonna loft this one out of the zone. Dropping back is Jablonski. Quick snap pass over for DeAndrea. Couldn't take it in. Here's Slattery on the turnover. Or it's Pepe rather, excuse me. Anthony Pepe, Ryan Inatra, Slattery parked in front. Here's Inatra putting it in front, and Pepe just guided it wide. He then gets pushed into the net by Alamia, and we'll get a whistle. Face off to the left of Ryan Burhart. Greziak and Clark. Greziak winning it. Puck sent hard around. Terry tried to send a quick pass up for Smith. That was broken up. Here's Clark again, bumping Greziak into the end boards. Marizito trying to pry it free. He does. Clark on the backhand had it drift just under his stick. Here's Christian Inatra taking the hit, moving the puck 2-on-2. Clark over Marizito, tried to drag through Castiglione. That one was deflected away, and Castiglione clears it all the way down, as this will go for icing. Face-off sent over. Cochran took it away from Magro, found Nealon. Nealon, quick pass ahead. Monteleone with Colavecchio, 2-on-1, lets a shot go, fended off and out of play by the blocker of Dixon. Not sure if you can hear the music, but All I Do Is Win, playing by DJ Khaled. This one is put on net, snatched out of the air by Dixon. Pretty good nod to the St. Anthony's Ice Friars, who this season started 1-4. Went on a 14-1 run to close out the regular season en route to winning a second straight Suffolk County title. They went 4-1 in the postseason as this one dangerously in front, pinballed off an East Islip body. Luckily, no one there for the Ice Friars. The other way now come the Chiefs. Farazi lets it go, turned aside by Burhart. Here's Ivers turning this one around, pass Farazi. Nealon guided it back, Ivers centering chance. Nobody there. As this one hits the netting. Here's Daddario. East Islip back in front here. Dangerous chance there, cleared out. Here come the Ice Friars the other way. Keita gets tripped up, able to move the puck. Here's DeLugos over to Keita, trying to center it. Nice sliding block there by Burns. Guides it off to the corner, and here comes Worst. Andrew Worst over the blue line, joined by Burns and Ivers. He'll just swing it all the way around. Penalty upcoming here, and we'll get the call. Jesse Burns in the box for 2 minutes. Gonna send St. Anthony's to the first power play of the tournament. Monteleone pass over for Thomas Colavecchio. Didn't take it in cleanly, so it's Anthony Colavecchio moving it away from Anthony Pepe. St. Anthony's can't move it through center cleanly, directed back in. Ryan Burhart will set it up the other way again. This one is wrapped around. There's Keita stepping to it. Brody had it taken away. Keita driving to the net, holding on his backhand, now pushing down. DeAndrea looking for a path to the net, playing with Keita. DeAndrea again fanned. Brody tying him up. Keita swings this one around. Minute to go now on the power play. Here's Colavecchio outside the left circle. That one turned aside by a leg pad of Dixon. Couldn't get it out though. Keita takes a spill, and here's a chance for LJ Lena. Lena tried to be closed off by Monteleone. Sent it over for Anatra, who put it in front. Pepe just a little too far out of the reach, and now here come the Ice Friars speeding the other way with Thomas Colavecchio. Right circle shot stuns Dixon. Rebound in the crease under Dixon, and it's pried out. Play continues. Looked like Dixon had it under him. Refs never blew the whistle. Chiefs will take it though as Anatra walks it all the way into the zone for the clear. One last rush up the ice for St. Anthony's on the power play. 10 seconds to go. East Islip will chip this one back out. Here's Valente. Carrying in over the blue line, Valente, right circle, curls, waits, Burns out of the box, back to 5-on-5, LaFada The evener is this one put on net off the leg pad of Dixon from Greziak. Behind the net it sits now. Lena gonna tap it over to the near side boards, and out of the zone come the Chiefs with Lafada. Lafada over the blue line, dragging, shooting, and a save from Ryan Burhart. Ivers digging for it, finds it. Ivers puts it in front, short side, loves that move. Again, did not work, but here's Lafada. Battling right here on the end boards. DeLugos, Greziak, and Ivers all in the fray. Finally, it pops to Ivers, centers it for Ozzy. Backhand kick save, Burhart, and Valente guides it out to safety. Tried to clear, couldn't. Burns lets this one go along the ice. Kicked aside by Burhart. Here's Valente. Lafada tying up Valente. Throws the hit on Lafada. This, meanwhile, DeAndrea coming the other way through the neutral zone. Has a man to his left, sends it over. On the doorstep, kick save, Brody Dixon. Here's Ivers now the other way. After a great save by Dixon, tried to slice through the defense. Jablonski and Alameda closed him off. It's Anatra stepping to it, letting one go off a skate in front. For Rozzi here, 100 ticks to go in the first. This one in front for Rozzi, never got a shot away. Burns also fanned, so Jablonski will send Nealon ahead, or attempt to at least. It's Christian Anatra taking in, turning around, and the puck will come deep. All three games of the finals, first period ended 2-1. Something tells me that that's not going to be the score at the end of the first period of game one of the New York State tournament. Dangerous play there. Colavecchio almost stepped through Anthony Pepe. Would have had a clear path to the net. Instead, it's Nealon turning one to the middle of the ice. Here's Pepe off the glass, looking to send a Natra. Instead, it's Burns handing off to Worst. Here's Worst dragging, shooting. Nice block there by Alameda. Pepe runs into Worst as he took a spill. Both players down to the ice. St. Anthony's now long stretch pass, wanting Smith. Instead, it's Colavecchio knocking it ahead, but it's offsides. Play continues, just delayed. No icing here. Castiglione knocked this down. Cochran gets it around. It's Pepe intercepting. Pepe driving down low, wrapping around, putting a shot off the chest of Burhart. Rebound in front. Anatra's shot turned aside by Ryan Burhart. Here's Smith the other way. Made a jump move, and Brody knocked him off the puck. Here's Worst, chipping ahead to Pepe. Anthony Pepe trying to dance through the defense. Gets taken down to the ice, and it looks like we're going to get a penalty here right at the end of the period. Dylan Smith going to go to the box. 2 minutes for roughing, 0.4 of a second left on the clock. So virtually all of this power play is going to carry over into the second period. Really all we're going to get is a ceremonial face-off. We're going to end this period 0-0. So no score. Shots 13-9 after 1. We'll head to the first intermission and be right back with period number 2 right here on the LI Sports Network. Back with period number 2. Live from the Kiwanis Ice Arena on the LI Sports Network, I am Dylan Flynn. Thank you everybody for spending your Friday with us. Hope that we are able to enjoyably kick off the weekend for you. For a lot of kids, it is winter break, February break, so that is coming to an end. So hopefully we can transition you back into school as Ivers over. They score! Andrew Worst power play goal. East Islip on the board first. Beauty of a shot there from number 19, Andrew Worst. The feed from Thomas Ivers. He's done it all season, ladies and gentlemen. 28 assists, 29th of his year. First in the tournament. Big time conversion there, just 9 seconds into the period. St. Anthony's now looking for the response. DeAndrea tried to send a pass over for crashing to Lugos. That was broken up. There's another one put on net. Blocker aside by Dixon. Here's Keita, down DeLugos. Daddario throws the hit in the corner on Colavecchio. DeAndrea and Anatra battle, and here's Pepe up the far side board, spinning, trying to send Slattery on his way. That pass blocks, Slattery recollects, lets a shot, go save Burhart, rebound in front, pinballs back out to the line. Burns gonna take his time, was not in a position to keep it in, so he'll play it from out at center. Ivers Farazi Worst right back out there. A short shift, followed up by the Anatra line. Now they're gonna get the Ivers line back out there. The Ivers line has produced about 3 or 4 really good chances, the latest one resulting in a goal, as Worst again puts one towards the net. That one fended behind. Here's Farazi, over, Worst again lets one go, knocked down and held by Ryan Burhart. Andrew Worst had the overtime winner in game 2 of the finals. And then he opened the scoring in game 3 with a long distance shot that beat Ryan Burhart. That one was high blocker. The power play goal was high glove. Here's Colavecchio moving back in, fended off nicely by Lena. So Andrew Worst continuing the hot scoring. He had 8 goals, 12 assists this season in Suffolk County. 20 points in 24 games. Nice season there for Andrew Worst. Here's Lena throwing one towards the net. That one ends up wide in the corner. Farazi down to Ivers, tried to stuff it in front through the blue paint. Nobody got a stick on it. Farazi back up. Brody will just move it away from the pressure of Monteleone. Down below the goal line, Ivers tried to reverse course. Worst couldn't move it out. Here's St. Anthony's on the rush. Monteleone, Nealon, crisscross, almost run into each other. Little confusion, puck pinballing around here. Lena and Monteleone searching for it. Nealon takes the hit, tried to move it. Monteleone in search of it. Here's Lena, lost it. Monteleone trying to move away from the pressure. Wrap it around the boards, walking into it is Cochran. His shot directed away by Ivers. Lena, long pass ahead. Got a tip from somebody here. Sapuli just in the area. Not going to get an icing here. Both teams get a little bit of a change. Monteleone wanting Colavecchio, cutting through the middle of the ice. Instead, it's intercepted by Burns, who feeds Clark, chips it up. Down below the goal line, Clark over. Marizita puts it in front. Magro dancing to the net. Kick save, Burhart, rebound directed wide. Penalty upcoming here. I think East Islip's going back to the power play, cross-checking the call. Let's just see now who it's against. Dylan Cochran, 2 minutes for cross-checking. So East Islip now 1 for 1 on the power play, goes right back to the man advantage, looking to take a 2-0 lead here in the second period. Ryan Anatra carrying from his own zone. Pass ahead for Jesse Burns, got the tip inside the red line, so no icing here, but he's going to have to catch up to it. Getting taken down, Anthony Colavecchio. But his sacrifice is St. Anthony's gain. They get the clear all the way down again. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Pepe. Small pass up to Ivers, touched back on for Pepe, tried to carry it in. Turned around by the Ice Friars. Here's Anatra. Swinging this one around. Anatra sends one towards the net. It was Burns, rather. Now here's Anatra over Pepe from out high. Again lets one go. That one deflected high off the glass. Ivers wanted to send a pass back up for Anatra. Directed out of the zone by Keita. Halfway through the power play, here's Ivers again to the circle, feeding in front. Nobody there, works its way out worse. One-time shot, blocked. But it's back out to Anatra. Tried to feed it across. Tapped away from Pepe. Here's Valente steering it down. Wide of the net, Dixon will paddle it aside. Fresh killers out onto the ice for St. Anthony's. Anatra, pass up the middle, wanting Ivers. Couldn't find it, offside signaled, and it will be called. Looks like they're going to rule that intentional offside, so the faceoff comes all the way back. Lena now, up to Brody. Carrying this one through the neutral zone. Matthew Brody back into the zone, tried to let a shot go. Had his stick checked on the release. Puck finds its way to the corner. Here's Lena and Clark. Trying to move it away from Castiglione. Gets down for Rozzi. As the power play expires, up to Lena. He puts it in front. Puck tipped on net and pinballs back out. Here comes St. Anthony's. Numbers if they hurry. 3-on-2. Colavecchio dropping. Monteleone lets it go, and Dixon holds it for the save. Slattery, Colavecchio. Slattery wins it. Here's Brody. Trying to move away from Colavecchio. It's Marizito near side, chipping it out to the middle of the ice. LaFada gets it back. Marizito driving down, lets it go. Puck is behind Bernhardt, and it's in! East Islip doubles the lead. It's 2-0. That's going to be Anthony Marizito. Second goal of the game for East Islip. Now what comes into play is, can they hold the 2-0 lead? Led 2-0 in game 1 of the finals. Lost that game 3-2. They led 2-1 in game 3. Lost that game 6-2. Can they keep the pedal to the metal? They did win game 2, in which they were the away team. That is what they are here today, ladies and gentlemen. However, they did trail in that game 2-0 as well. Won it 4-3 in overtime off the stick of Andrew Wurst. So we'll see if maybe a different location changes the pace of play. As Nealon let that go, Dixon got a piece of it, directed it wide. Now here's Slattery. Sending this one in. Smith, back skating, stepped around by Burns. He'll throw this one wide of the net. East Islip in a little bit of a change, couldn't get after it. It's just Christian Anatra throwing this one deep, under 10 minutes now to go here in the second period. After the offsides call, face-off just outside the St. Anthony's end. Castiglione steers it in behind the net. First on it is Brody. Chased there by DeLugos. DeLugos going to work, holding it, turning it, shooting it. Had it blocked. It's Keita in front, wreaking some havoc. DeAndrea in the corner, lost it. Here's Ivers speeding ahead up the near side boards. Ivers over the blue line outside the left circle, puts one on net. Berhart turned to the side, Worst couldn't put it back. Here's Ivers again, drawing two bodies, trying to get some help from Worst. Someone's lost a stick, I believe that's Castiglione. Now he recollects it as DeLugos coming back ahead the other way. Here's Brody putting it in front, was DeLugos. Brody tried to block it, Keita in search of it, couldn't find it. No harm, no foul. East Islip now the other way. DeLugos. Ahead DeAndrea. Dragging, shooting, and Dixon gobbles it up for the save. Anatra, Greziak. Anatra wins it back, Burns swings it around, here's Magro. Steering a pass up for Anatra, who sends it into his bench. Some friendly fire there will get us a stoppage in play. Here's Lena. Pass ahead Anatra. Pepe streaking to the net, sticked aside by Valente. Damon Valente had a phenomenal final series defensively. Really a noticeable presence on all accounts. Keeping that front clear for his goaltenders. Ryan Berhart started all three of those games. Berhart has played in 6 consecutive Suffolk County High School final games. He's won 4 of them, 2 championships to show for it. Burns and Valente go headfirst into the boards together. Here's Magro alone outside the left circle, putting one towards the net. Burns got the tip, and it's up off the glass. Here's Greziak. Spinning, trying to clear, intercepted. Magro shoots, and he scores! Dominic Magro, what a snipe from 28. 3-0 Chiefs. I mean, this is just an all-around phenomenal play. Dominic Magro with the read, settles it down from outside the left circle, lets it go. Oh, man, bar down. East Islip looking to claim a little bit of revenge here, avenge that finals loss. Nothing would help the wound heal more than New York State title. Trying to start the road off right. 3 goals in this period, Worst, Marizito, and now Dominic Magro. Magro 10 goals, 7 assists in the Suffolk County season. Gets his first goal of the tournament. Ice Friars now, plenty of time, still looking to respond. Here's Keita down low, puck in front. Dixon makes a sliding save off Colavecchio. It pinballs out. Cochran directs it back down below the goal line. And here's Clark taking a loose puck moving ahead, getting the red line and sending it in. Much better game plan out of East Islip today, not trying to carry the puck in, instead chipping, chasing after it, and using that physicality have really made much of a difference in their play. St. Anthony's really did a nice job keeping them away from offensive chances in that final series. East Islip grinded it out when they had to, made the most of their opportunities, just couldn't pull it out. But a night and day difference here as Dixon makes another save. This one gonna be cleared out. Icing is waved off. Shots 15 aside, but the shots that matter are the three that have gone in for East Islip. Again, Andrew Wurst, Anthony Marizito, Dominic Magro. Some of the usual suspects for East Islip. But let's see if the big guns can get going now as Marizito lets another one go, shouldered down by Burhart. A lot of the shots have been up there, and that's really where East Islip has capitalized. 2 of the 3 goals have come on high glove shots. The other one just found a little bit of a hole in the pads of Burhart, squeaked into the back of the net. Is now a nice pass, Lentini over to Monteleone, cutting into the zone. Couldn't finish that off as it was blocked. This one hops over the stick of Sapuli. Gonna have to hustle back. Slattery putting the pressure on him in the near side corner. Slattery moves it, puck to the side of the net. Knocked off the apron. Now here's Monteleone. Evacuating. Christian Anatra waits, takes the hit, moves it down. Lentini gets off, Smith comes on as here's Jablonski carrying it. Kyle Jablonski lets a shot go. That one turned aside by Dixon. Jablonski again in front, they score! It's Brady Monteleone. He opens the scoring for St. Anthony's, and we have ourselves a 3-1 game. Credit Kyle Jablonski on that one. The defenseman, not known for his offensive prowess, makes this play, and Monteleone in an opportune spot finishes it off. St. Anthony's gets one back, just under 5 minutes to go. Absolutely needed that one right there. Does East Islip now have a response? Trimmed out in their fresh red States jerseys. We didn't see either team lead by 3 goals until St. Anthony's went up 6-2 in Game 3 of the finals. So we'll see how a 3-0 lead does hold up here. It's already been chipped into. Brady Monteleone has a knack for these big games. I touched on it before. 18 goals, 15 assists in the Suffolk County season, 33 points in 22 games. Kyle Jablonski in 24 games had just 3 assists. So it was surprising to see him skating down. But maybe this is a new page being turned over for Kyle Jablonski. A little bit of an offensive showing. Linesman takes a hit there. He appears to be okay. Play continues. Ivers the other way. Lets it go. Knocked down by the glove of Burhart. Elects to keep play moving. Cleared out by St. Anthony's. East Islip has to reset. It's the other way now. Smith driving wide to the net. Smith on the backhand. Nice poke check there by Dixon. Ferrazzi will send all the way down. Just get the play settled. But we have ourselves a game, ladies and gentlemen. 4 goals in the period. Brady Monteleone, the latest. Has such a knack for these big games. Seems to come up clutch time and time again. Let's see if this can jumpstart this Ice Friars squad. A little bit of a different look line here. Vecchio, DeAndrea, and Gavin Cada. Usually centered by Jack DeLugos. Tried to win the offensive zone draw. Instead, it's East Islip with the Anatra, Pepe, Magro line. Taking the face-off, moving it out as Anatra tried to center that for Magro. It's instead directed down. Icing waved off here, so Burns gonna have to play it. Captain of the Chiefs swings it all the way around, so Pepe taps it on ahead for Anatra. He didn't see it. This allows St. Anthony's to enter back into the zone momentarily as Ryan Anatra back out through center ice. Drops Magro. Down to Natra, off the leg pad of Berhart, in front, back, and they score! It's Anthony Pepe again! Oh my goodness, 11 goals in 2 weeks. Anthony Pepe just can't not find the back of the net. Talked about how Pepe had 10 goals in the playoffs, picks up his first of the tournament right there. He had 23 goals, 24 assists. In the Suffolk County season. There was a chance in front. Dixon shuts it down. Big response there from Anthony Pepe, reestablishing the 3-goal lead. East Islip now with 2 minutes to go. Once more, Anatra spinning, turning one towards the net. So this is now 6 consecutive games postseason that Anthony Pepe has found the back of the net. Was one of the players to watch coming into this game. A massive goal there to halt the momentum. Now St. Anthony's looking to respond. Jablonski lets it go. It got blocked before it could reach Dixon. Still had to paddle it aside, but tees up Ivers. Sends a pass ahead for Clark. Clark gets around the defense, chips it back in front, slowed down enough. Penny dangerously crashing off the bench. Couldn't get there. Here's Nealon. St. Anthony's in a change, puts a shot on. Dixon holds on, and he'll get a face-off. Oh, excuse me. Anthony Pepe had 24 goals, 8 assists. I was looking at games played, so that was 23 games played. Dixon dangerously out of his crease. Is this one in front? What a block there from Anatra. Here's another chance. Dixon out of position. Somehow puck still loose, and we finally get the whistle. Oh my goodness, Brody Dixon, some heroics right in front of the net. So yes, Anthony Pepe, 24 goals, 8 assists, 32 points in 23 games played. What a play there from Christian Anatra, one of the top tier defensemen on this very deep East Islip team. Enormous play there from Brody Dixon. Here's Lena. Long pass ahead, slowed down a little bit. Farazi knocks it down. Couldn't move into the zone, directed away by St. Anthony's. As Burns now in front. Had Terry run into him. Terry's lost his helmet. Is Terry gonna go to the box? No, I don't believe. Terry just gonna be shown the bench. Michael Terry, more so of an enforcer, sent out there to kind of change the momentum. A good player to have against this East Islip team. Very physical, very fast. Can certainly change the tempo of the game. Here's Worst in front. Lafada had it bounce between his legs. Had a good look all alone in front. Instead now it's St. Anthony's the other way. DeAndrea backhanding across a pass. Lafada intercepted it, takes the bump. Here's Valente putting it back in front. Colavecchio lets it go. Kicked aside by Dixon. Burns swings this around, final 10 seconds of the period. Here's Lena, gonna skate it over the red line. One last rush for East Islip, cross ice, Worst lets it go, deflected off the glass, and that will do it for period number 2. 4 goals after none in the first. Andrew Worst, Anthony Marizito, Dominic Magro, and Anthony Pepe for East Islip. Brady Monteleone for St. Anthony's. A 5-goal period, and we conclude 2 periods of play, 4-1 East Islip. We're going to get an ice cut, so we will take a little bit of an extended break, and then we will be right back with period 3 right here on the LI Sports Network. And we are back on the LI Sports Network. Looks like St. Anthony's has made a bit of a goal change here. TJ Olmschneider getting set to start period number 3 for the St. Anthony's Ice Friars. So let's see if that can provide a spark. Ryan Burhart surrendered 4 goals in period number 2. While I have the time, just want to thank everybody once again for spending your Friday afternoon with us. Live on the LI Sports Network, I am Dylan Flynn, game 1 of the New York State Tournament. Sees East Islip up 4-1 on the Suffolk County, and defending New York State champ, St. Anthony's Ice Friars. Do the Friars have a comeback in the tank? Interesting note from last year, albeit these teams do change yearly. A lot of the times they don't retain the same players. But the teams that had a really good rivalry last year were St. Anthony's and Northport Huntington. They met in the round robin play of the state tournament and then met in the finals. Northport won the round robin game, but St. Anthony's went on to win the state title over Northport in the finals. So if East Islip does hold on here, it will be interesting to see if these two teams are to match up in the finals. Would St. Anthony's repeat history? Because history does have a tendency to repeat itself. Let's see what happens, as we are underway with the final 17 here in game 1 of the New York State Amateur Hockey Association tournament. East Islip St. Anthony's Chiefs lead 4-1 on goals from Andrew Wurst, Anthony Marizito, Dominic Magro, and Anthony Pepe. Here's Ivers, couple nice moves. Trying to navigate into the zone, had the puck directed back out to center where Brody plays it. Sets up Ivers, he'll swing it all the way in and around. Cada, Wurst, chasing after it, it's Wurst, dropping back for Burns. Sends one up over the ice. Ivers knocks it in, Valente falls down. Ivers, picked up by Anthony Colvecchio, fended off. St. Anthony's can't clear it to Natra, down to Ivers. Ivers below the goal line, tried to center it, got it back. Here's Ivers on the backhand, Anatra short side, shut down by Olmschneider, and he dives on the loose puck. TJ Olmschneider in his Suffolk County season. 13 starts, 26 goals allowed, 1.94 goals against average. 3 shutouts. So not really a bad option, whichever way the coin landed for St. Anthony's, to go with Olmschneider or Burhart. Just a tough period for Ryan Burhart, but St. Anthony's would not be where they are currently without him. So I'm sure he will be called upon one more time in this weekend. He doesn't seem to be a player that gets rattled too easily. Was part of that 1-4 stretch that opened up the St. Anthony season and closed out the season phenomenally. Not losing a single game until game 2 of the finals, as Anatra moved in there, let a shot go. I believe it ricocheted out of play. So we're going to get a face-off in the Ice Friar zone. Stiglione backhands this one around. Anatra first on it, puts it on net. Olmschneider gobbles that one up, and he holds on for the whistle. Slattery, Monteleone wins it over to Valente. Here's Damon Valente speeding ahead, up to Nealon, touches on DeLugos, sending one on net, turned aside by Dixon. Lena opposing him below the goal line. Puck loose at the side of the net. Dixon tried to corral it, couldn't get it down. Here it is, Anthony Colavecchio over to Valente, backhanding one towards the net, blockered wide. Now here's Monteleone, quick snap pass up, Anthony Colavecchio, shot blocked, drifts to the side of the net, Monteleone pushed it wide. Slattery chips this one up off the boards. Arizito takes the bump, but got it out. Valente turns it back around. Here's Lena now, settling down play. Now he's going to work his way up the ice, over to Slattery. Couldn't get through Smith. Another chance now, turned aside by Greziak. He'll put this one in on net. Dixon will cover it up, with DeAndrea crashing down on him. Greziak wanted to take the face-off. He's going to be asked to leave the circle, so it'll be DeAndrea instead. Won it back, but it's stolen away by Ivers, who put a shot towards the net off the skates of Jablonski. Ivers gets it back, short side, put it just behind the net. Here's Clark, trying to keep it moving up the far side boards. Burns closing it off. Puck pops up out of play. Barhart had it. Another save made for number 35, even though he's not on the ice much any longer. Ivers, stolen away by Cada. Here's Nealon, over the blue line to the right circle, lets it go, wired it off the glass, takes a bad bounce off the stanchions, and Clark moves ahead with it. Penny chips it around. Jablonski stepped in front of Ivers. Got it around to Nealon. Here's Thomas Colavecchio rescuing it. And now he's going to go for a skate. Colavecchio to the right circle. Lets it go again off the end boards. Nealon sends it back down around. Past Colavecchio. Cada circling in front. Another bad bounce. Castiglione has to play it. Penny took a spill. He's going to skate off. But now Ivers, with Penny in a change, tried to cut through the middle of the ice. Muscled off by Castiglione. Clear attempt there by Valente. Thwarted momentarily. St. Anthony's gets it back. Here now Castiglione. Thomas Colavecchio up the middle of the ice. Colavecchio Drake shoots, and he scores! Thomas Colavecchio, nice move, gets on the board, and the lead is back to 2. Player that we probably will be talking a lot about this weekend, Thomas Colavecchio. 9 goals on the season, 12 assists. Picks up another goal there. Had 3 goals in the postseason of the Suffolk County season. He's played a really good second-line center for this Ice Friars team. Now DeAndrea setting up DeLugos. He lets it go, and Dixon gloves it down. Was really attributed well to the success of the St. Anthony's Ice Friars, has Thomas Colavecchio, an imperative part of that second line between Monteleone and Gerard Nealon. Really came on strong as the season progressed. Here's DeAndrea again, letting this one go. Bounces off the glass, gloved down by Magro. We picked up the 4th goal for East Islip in that second period. A beauty of an interception, gloving it down, setting himself up, and then wiring a shot bar down past Ryan Burhart. Here come the Chiefs again. Anatra to the outside. Guided into the end boards by Anthony Colavecchio. Gets it back, puts it in front. Magro puts it on net. Save Olmschneider. Rebound. Ivers up to Anatra. Back up top, Christian Anatra. Brody wants it. He'll let it go. This one blocked out. Monteleone racing to it. So is DeAndrea. Spins Christian Anatra around. But Anatra fended the puck off to the near side boards, impeding the progress of St. Anthony's. Anatra and DeAndrea tie up. Brody's collateral. Here's DeLugos letting a shot go. And this one fired off the glass. Nice keep there by Castiglione. A good chance for one team turns into a good chance for another. Neither team can convert as DeAndrea lets one go from a distance. That one misses the net. Here's Monteleone. Left it behind. Sprung ahead, it's Ivers. Ivers trying to cut out wide on Castiglione. Lost it. Castiglione gets it going in the right direction. That's something that St. Anthony's does so well. Clear out the front, the middle of the ice. Don't allow players to just walk into the zone. Imperative for East Islip to continue to play the chip and chase game. Use the speed, use the physicality. Make the defenseman turn around. They're not just going to let you walk into the zone. Jablonski directed Slattery over. Here's Marizito, short side, put it on, and Olmschneider hip to it, close the door, and he'll take a face-off. Here's St. Anthony's moving back out to the neutral zone. Put on net, turned aside by Dixon. At 10 minutes to go now. Here in the third. Here's Lafada dragging, shooting. That one might have got a piece of Valente. It's fired wide off the end boards. Marizito, nice takeaway. Marizito lets it go, aggressive save. Olmschneider scrambling back. Marizito back out, Slattery walking, shooting. This one pops up. Burns gloves it down, plays it. So legal pass there. Here's Lafada. Back up, Marizito. From the blue line, let it go, just wide. Slattery tried to deflect it, could not. Here's Nealon. Hail Mary pass for Cada. Knocked down by the high stick of Burns. So let's see, Cada's gonna play it. That's gonna be waved off. Here's Lafada now. Popping this one up. Nealon. Valente kept it in right on the blue line. Back to Nealon. Over skated it, and here comes Lafada. Shots 24-19 in favor of St. Anthony's, but it's East Islip 4-2 on the scoreboard. Monteleone all alone with East Islip in a wholesale change. Olmschneider trying to direct that traffic. He finds Colavecchio. He lets a shot go. Save Dixon. Rebound pushed wide. Back on net. Dixon slows it down, and he covers up. TJ Olmschneider begging for that pass to be sent ahead, saying, look up, look up. Monteleone had a path to the net, nicely closed off by the East Islip back check, and now here's Anatra trying to dance through the defense, put one through the blue paint after getting around Jablonski, and it got returned by Burns. It goes wide, though, Anatra can't get there. Now it's Brody, hounded by Monteleone. Almost forced the turnover. DeAndrea couldn't take it in. Now it's controlled by the Ice Friars with Greziak trying to go cross corner, glove down by Brody. He'll send a quick pass ahead to Anatra. At the red line, Anatra trying to get it onto the stick of Penny. Pass too hot for him to handle. It's here now the other way come the Ice Friars, sending this one in front. Shot, save, Dixon. Puck still loose, and it's wound behind the net. Here's DeAndrea from a distance. His shot blocked. That was Monteleone in front before. I believe Dixon got enough of it to direct it away. Might have to take a second look at that, as this one is put on net. Worst putting it in front, dangerously. Farazi just overskated that. D'Andrea, blind pass, Cochran sent it into the middle. Ivers intercepts, sends Farazi on his way. He puts it on net. Olmschneider covers up, and now we get to take a look at this Brody Dixon save. Oh yeah, Dixon absolutely got a piece of that one. And nice job there by Jesse Burns, doing what a defensive captain has to do. A captain nonetheless, playing the defense game, clearing out the front, not letting St. Anthony stick their nose in to a close quarter shot. Take an easy goal. Dixon will cover this one up that drifts on net, take another face off. This shot off the face-off hits the glass and comes all the way out of the zone. Valente now with 7 minutes to go in the third. East Islip leading St. Anthony's 4-2. The difference right now, Dominic Magro and Anthony Pepe have given East Islip a 2-goal lead. Here's Ivers. Looking for the Michigan, put it off the outside of the net. Olmschneider saw it coming. He stood up as this one is let go from Anatra at the blue line. Lena pinching, keeps it in. Farazi will settle it down with the stick, get it over to Worst, who tried a little one-time go and didn't get a lot on it. Finds its way to Valente, who will spring Colavecchio out to the neutral zone. In the corner, Anatra. Backhanding up Farazi. This is Anthony Colavecchio. Moving down into the left circle. Try to get a shot through Christian Anatra. He bumps him into the boards. Is this puck shot back out to center? Valente will spin it around. Throw one towards the net. Gloved on a hop by Dixon. He wants to keep play moving as St. Anthony's is in a change. Lena turned it over. This one dangerously put in front. Nobody there for St. Anthony's. D'Andrea just a little too slow getting to that one. Castiglione going to play this around Pepe. On the stick, Ryan Anatra feeds it in front. Dominic Magro tapped it on, kicked aside by TJ Olmschneider. Here's Anatra feeding back. Pepe couldn't hold that one on his stick. So here now is Anatra in the corner. Anatra circling down. Pepe right circle, pass over Magro. He's in the right circle. I got my rights and my lefts mixed up. Now D'Andrea and Monteleone up the left wing. Got that one right. Here's Magro. Long stretch past Pepe. Wanting to send him. Here's Pepe trying to get through Jablonski. He gets tripped up, and this is going to be a penalty. Kyle Jablonski, 2 minutes to the box for tripping. East Islip to their third power play of the game. Here's Pepe tying up Worst, has the power play goal. 9 seconds into the second period, that opened up the scoring of this hockey game. Cada now will take this, send it all the way down. Dixon out of his net to play it. East Islip not in a rush. Lead by 2, 4.5 to go. Content with possibly just taking 2 minutes of a kill here. It would wind us down to about 2 minutes. Again, not great at math, but that's my estimate. Here's a turnover. Cada in front, shorthanded. Tried to jab that one home. Brody Dixon sold out for it, and it paid off. Pepe now gets through a check, has some numbers. Pepe overshot. They score! It's Worst. Power play again. 5-2 Chiefs. Took a little bit longer on the power play this time for Andrew Worst, but it all counts the same. Another goal up on the board, and the lead now 5-2 with 3:58 to go in the third. Big goal there, Pepe to Worst. Those players have just absolutely been lighting it up as of late. Really like playing against St. Anthony's. Andrew Worst, 8 goals, 12 assists during the Suffolk County season, 20 points in 24 games. Has 2 now in game 1 of the NYSAHA tournament. DeAndrea's stick gets flung up into the air, I believe, by Marizito. This is going to draw a penalty, and St. Anthony's now going to go to a power play of their own. Marizito, 2 minutes for interference to the box. After this game, we are going to have our first look at the Hudson Valley hockey teams. Arlington and John Jay, the only 2 representatives this year. A little bit of a change of the format, not our typical 4 teams from upstate, just 2 this year, so 6 teams. The top 4 records, regardless of division, will make it to Sunday and play in the semifinals, and then the winner of each game will go on to play in the finals for a New York State championship. DeAndrea drops the Colavecchio, he walks to the middle, lets it go. That one blocked wide, returned in front off the leg pad of Dixon. Pepe, free shot at a clear, sent it ahead. Turned around by St. Anthony's, pass over. DeAndrea shoots, shoulder down by Dixon. Pop fly right on the blue line. Held in momentarily by Anthony Colavecchio. He gets it to Nicholas DeAndrea, who's done some ridiculous things in the last week. Closed off there by East Islip. And Burns will shoot it all the way down. Pepe now, shorthanded, alone, lets a shot go, save, rebound. Put in front, nobody there for East Islip. Pepe took the hit. And now the other way. Colavecchio. Over to Queta. Queta, DeAndrea, back up. Monteleone. Couldn't hold that in. Speeding to it here, Valente. Ivers tie up, it's Valente moving it away. We're under 2 minutes to go now, 25 seconds to go on the power play. Monteleone, pass over to Queta. Brody will get another clear. Final 100 seconds, game 1, the New York State tournament. Imperative to start 1-0, especially East Islip can have such a tough schedule. Stuff to play Arlington, the #1 team from Hudson Valley. And then Smithtown Hauppauge, a gritty team, great defense. Saw a lot of them in the Suffolk County season. I believe that shot hit the crossbar. Another chance, they score! I believe that's Nicholas DeAndrea picking up a power play goal, and it's a 5-3 game. Let's see, that might be Monteleone. I don't know exactly when it entered the net, but we're going to get a St. Anthony's timeout now. So Nicholas DeAndrea gets in on the act, picking up right where he left off, leading scorer in the postseason for Suffolk County. Gets on the board, and now let's see if St. Anthony's can come up with 2 goals in a minute 12. Olmschneider going to remain in his net during the initial face-off. I'd imagine that if St. Anthony's wins it and carries ahead, he will streak to the bench to get that extra body on. Most likely going to be Jack DeLugos as St. Anthony's goes 4 forwards here. So it is Nicholas DeAndrea's goal, power play goal. St. Anthony's now with a minute to go, does get it ahead. Colavecchio couldn't hold it. Olmschneider wanted to go. East Islip clears out of the zone, so he has to stay put. Natra now, Ivers all alone. Ivers to the net, shut down by Olmschneider, and it stays out. Here's another chance. Anatra over Ivers, shot, he scores! Thomas Ivers puts it to bed, gets on the board, and it's 6-3 Chiefs. A little bit of fool me once, can't fool me twice situation right there. TJ Olmschneider sold out for that save, but Thomas Ivers just a perfect shot. Now with 37 seconds to go, East Islip has put up that big number, avoided the close game shootout. Ivers from Anatra and Farazi. We hear it over the loudspeaker here in the Kiwanis Ice Arena. So East Islip going to claim a little bit of revenge here in game 1. But the job's not finished. Still a long way to go, a lot of hockey to be played. Get an icing call here. 2 more days that we will be here, and still 2 more games to go today. Here's a chance. This one deflects out of play. So Andrew Wurst, 2 goals. Anthony Marizito has 1. Dominic Magro has 1. Pepe and Ivers also have 1. Clock winding down. And that'll do it for game 1. East Islip takes down the Suffolk County champs by a final of 6-3 in the opening game of the New York State Amateur Hockey Association tournament. A phenomenal start for East Islip. Going 1-0 to start, trying to move to Sunday. Well, as the teams line up to shake hands, that'll do it for game 1 of the New York State Amateur Hockey Association tournament. We'll be coming up with game 2, Arlington and John Jay, right here on the LI Sports Network shortly. But until then, for everybody here at the LI Sports Network, I am Dylan Flynn. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time right here on the LI Sports Network.